Well, I hope everybody is excited for the holiday season like I am. And so today's a little bit of a treat, a Christmas gift. And this keeps coming up as something that it looks like we need to address and some things that we kind of would help with productivities and regarding to PDF files. So we're going to talk a lot today about PDF files and how to get them imported and even how to deal with markups. So let's talk right off the bat about how to kind of import XREFs and get them working. So here I am, blank drawing. There's nothing in this drawing, and I just need to bring in the XREF for this file. Now, uh, how you bring them in is simple. They're reference files. They're XREFs outside of it. So I will pull up my external reference dialog box that's here. You type in XREF. You can import it in multiple ways. I usually like doing this because I have the drop down with PDFs. So if I come back to external references, I'll have this drop down and go, oh, look, there's a chance for a PDF import. So once I hit that, I get to pick and choose exactly what PDF I want to have placed into this drawing. And so I'm going to say, oh, it's a tree. And you guessed it, it is a holiday tree. So once I select that object, I select which sheet I want to, what type of path, and where it is. And so I'm going to select OK, and it brings in this PDF. Now everything's snapped, like it has information to it. So I can actually snap to the end of the Christmas tree here, the end of the presents, because this PDF was generated using AutoCAD or a CAD software to say. If it's a picture and then converted to a PDF, those snaps are not really going to be there because it doesn't know what to snap to. Same to say a couple of the other tools that are in here. Yeah, if it's created by a drawing file, then yeah, yours should be good to go. So we have brought in an external reference of a PDF. We could draw and use it, but I'm like, man, it would be great to have the line work for the tree and the presents all inside this drawing. So how do we pull information? How do we import this information from this PDF into our drawing? So if I select the PDF overall, it'll bring our ribbon and update it to this PDF overlay. And so this gives us a way to control how the PDF looks. We can clip it, we can remove clips for it, we can show overlay, PDF enabled snap. So if it's drawn within CAD, you can snap to it, external references, even edit layers. So if I just want to show the tree, we can look at if they have layers set to it, they have layers set to it here. But in this case, all we want to do is we really want to bring in the information from the PDF, and that's the import as objects. So if I select import as objects, it's going to say, okay, what do you want to bring? Do you want to bring all of them in a polygon? And then there's some settings you can change to help refine your import. In this case, I'm going to hit, all, A for all. So I want all of this information. The next thing it's going to ask is, what do you want to do with the PDF? Do you want to keep it, detach it, or unload it? It's typical unload, so you can reload it back if you need to, or you can completely remove it from the drawing by detaching it. So I'm just going to say unload for here, and so it takes it away where it's not displayed. And now these objects are inside the drawing. They are actual AutoCAD objects. They put them in a PDF geometry layer. These things are now actual objects inside of the drawing. So now we can manipulate it, change it, put it to layers that we need without having any trouble. So that's a great way to bring in information from PDF. But what if it's a markup? So I don't have any labels. There's not a label for the gifts. There's not a label for the tree. So how do I do a markup? So someone has gone and marked up a PDF, and now I need to bring that inside of uh, AutoCAD Civil 3D. And with that said, these markups are also generated by software like Bluebeam or Adobe. So they're not hand markups. These are typed up within the software. If you have hand-drawn markups, you can still bring them in, but they're not as interactive as this is. So I'm going to bring in the markups by utilizing the command markup import. And what it'll do is it'll ask for, hey, give me a PDF. Where's the PDF that has the markups? And of course, it's going to be, oh, it's a tree markup. And so when I select OK, it's going to process. It's going to try its best to align the PDF based off the information we have in the drawing. In this case, it looks like it aligned it just fine. And it's going to ask, do I need to move it, align it, rotate it, scale it? Because it may know information, it may not know everything. So, especially if it's handwritten or hand done, you might need to pick 2, 3 points on a drawing, rotate, and scale so you can know exactly what we're talking about. In this case, I'm going to accept it because it looks good to me. So I'm going to press enter, and it brings up this markup trace information. So it has this toolbar up top. It says trace. There's trace, and then there's drawing. Trace is giving this information in front, what has been marked up in the PDF. If I switch to drawing, it brings the drawing information up and the PDF information in the back. And now when I did that, you see now there's these 2 or 3 boxes that are like wrapped around. If I zoom into this text that says tree, because we want to label the tree, because if you don't know what a tree looks like, you wouldn't figure out that's tree. I don't know why you would know that that's tree, but still, let's label it. Either way, if you highlight over this section, you'll see a little lightning bolt. This lightning bolt will bring in that text. So I want to label it tree. So if I select that, it'll say markup assist, tree, insert as a multi-leader, insert as mtext, or update an existing text. So heck, I want to say import multi-leader, and I'm going to select from this point to here, and now I've labeled my tree. Same thing down here with a gift. I'm just going to have that lightning bolt, select the lightning bolt, insert mleader, select, and now I have labeled the gift. The same thing here. Sometimes things are marked out like that, and you can't really do anything because the markup assist just doesn't say anything. You could go and just remove that object from your drawing and then say, I want this to be faded back. So now we have everything that we've needed modified in this drawing. I'm going to select the X at the top right to kind of get rid of the markups. And when I do that, my drawing is now updated with the 2 leaders and the present has been removed. So there's a couple of tools to help with PDFs. I hope that helps out. I will see everybody next time. And if I don't see you by the end of the year, I hope you have an amazing holiday season and a happy new year.